drummers, it's Alan Hopgood here from Gold Coast School of Guitar, and in this video I want to share with you how I would teach a beginner to play a song like Leaps and Bounds by Paul Kelly. Now Paul Kelly is one of Australia's leading songwriters, known as songwriting royalty. He's had huge hits, songs like To Adore, How to Make Gravy, just to name a couple. Alright, and in this song, even though it's electric guitar driven song, and it's got sort of an iconic little, I wouldn't call it a riff, probably more a motif, right? To begin it, we're not going to do that part. We're just going to keep this as a single acoustic guitar, very Campfire version, okay? So, it's got 4 chords, nice and simple. And I've got a capo on 4. I'm not playing the bar chords like they would in the normal song. So if you don't know bar chords yet, hey, don't worry. We're just going to keep it to straight open chords. If you're a beginner and you don't know open chords, you can use the easy change chords. You can check out how to play them here. I'm going to use open chords here, but like just substitute the names for it. So the easy change G instead of the open G shape. Okay. Alright, so as I said, 4 chords, 2 different progressions, one for the verse, one for the choruses, and a different progression for the bridge, which also doubles as the solo. So I'm not doing a song run through here, I'm just going to show you the different moving parts, and then you can jump on YouTube, or if you've got the CD at home, put that on and start playing through it. I'm just going to show you what to do so you can start putting them together. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so for the first progression, I'm just going to use a G, open G, and I'm going to go to C. Alright, open G and C. And okay, I have my pinky down there. You don't have to, you can just play it normal. It's not going to matter. Right? So you just got to, for the most part of this, all through the verse, the pre-chorus and the chorus, it's just alternates back and forth between G and C, 1 measure each. Okay, so it's just down. Right, so get those 2 chords going if you're not sure about them. But the strumming pattern, it's just the most popular strum pattern that is out there. It comes up in a million different songs, right? And it's just down, down, up, down, 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 up, up, down. Alright, so nice and slow, down. Played that pattern before, please just pause the video and work that before trying to play through the rest of the song, because if that's not down, you're going to feel really overwhelmed in the brain. We want to avoid that at all costs. So just keep things simple, keep it at your tempo until that becomes smooth, right? But that's going to last all the way through. All right, so we got starts off just 1 measure of each between G and C. This is I'm high on the hill, looking over the bridge to the end, C, G. I'm only singing for reference. I'm not singing to get on shows. Australia's Got Talent or whatever it is, or The Voice. I don't like those shows. Alright, so you're going to rock back and forth between those 2 chords for the majority of the song. Go into what we call a pre-chorus followed by a chorus. Nothing changes except how hard we hit the strings. So we've got to add dynamic, what we call dynamics to the strum pattern. And all we're going to do is just strike it harder, so it sounds louder. So we're not going to raise the tempo, we're not going to pick that up, it's just from the verse. between the verses, soft, not softer strumming, let's say it's normal strumming. Right? Soft strumming really, but we don't want that in this one. And then we're going to go loud strumming, right? It's probably the most simplest way to get your head around it. Normal. And then kick in the hard. Alright, and that may take a little bit to become comfortable, but like all we're doing, we're not changing the pattern, whether it's just down, down, up, down, up, all the way. We're just striking it harder, right? And you'll feel it. And what I recommend is put you into it, right? Don't just sit there robot like. Put you into it, okay? You'll find it's a lot more fun that way. Anyway, we're going to keep that strumming pattern with the dynamic in it, with the louder strumming, while we do the bridge section, which also doubles as the chorus section. Alright, so in this section we've got like an E minor, D, a C to a G. Alright, so one measure of each for a total of 4 measures. E minor, D, C, and then G. Okay? And then we're going to repeat that, but the only difference is we're not going to go back to G, we're just going to do 2 measures of C. So the second lot of 4 measures in the bridge is E minor, D, C, C. Okay? And it's the same strum pattern. Get these separate moving parts going separately, and then we're going to marry those together. Alright. So with this one, to get it going first, I would just keep the strum normal. Right? And when that's comfortable, then do the harder strum. Depends where it is, where you are in the song. Alright? So once that section's down with the extra strumming, try and run it through like a verse. Once that you're happy with those dynamic changes and the different progressions there, go and search the song up. Don't play along with the song. Right? If you need to slow it down, grab a slow down tool to do that, which is great tool to have at your disposal. Something that slows the song down, and you can do that with YouTube videos. If you're set up with Chrome on your web browser, there's a free extension called Transpose that allows you to slow down, change the pitch of the song. You can loop the section if you need to. It's a really good tool. So check that out if you've set up with Chrome. If not, just get an app that slows the songs down. Right? And you're just going to put that together. All right? But that's the song in a nutshell. Right? G to C, just keep repeating through the movement. Okay? And then I remember pre-chorus. I remember. great, good one to pull out of the party, and especially if you like AFL, and because it's got the reference in there. Because Paul Kelly's huge AFL fan. All right, so work that. If you need help with it, just drop a comment below, and I will help you out. All right, till next time. See you soon. Bye.